How about the completion of the 3-1 comeback? The Philadelphia 76ers really did it. After going down 3-1 when Joel Embiid came back in game 4 of this series and had a very weird game, right? He didn't play within the flow of the offense. The offense looked very bad with him. Hence why Boston was able to take game 4 on the road. Philly creeped back in game 5, won that one. Game 6, Boston went very cold and Philly just got hot at the right time. And then game 7, Jason Tatum gets ruled out of this game about what? 90 minutes before tip-off? And the Philadelphia 76ers go into Boston and take down Boston. This is the first time in franchise history that the Boston Celtics have blown a 3-1 lead. First time since the 80s that Philly has beaten Boston. And we got to talk about it. Why did it happen? How did it happen? How did Philly really pull this comeback off? Well, let's start with this. Opening tip-off lineup. Ron Harper Jr., Baylor Shireman, and Luka Garza representing the Boston Celtics in the starting lineup. This lineup has not played 1 minute of basketball together all season long. And in Game 7, Joe Mazzulla starts the game with this. Now, even with Tatum going down with injury, I said before this game started, if Boston wants to win this game, Boston needs to start hot. They got to start off hot because you cannot go down against a team like this and then play Joe Mazzulla ball. You got to get into your rhythm, and you got to have the others hitting their open shots. Well, if you look at the others on this starting lineup box score, Derek White and Jaylen Brown combined for 59 points, and the rest combined for 0 in over 35 minutes played. You watch Baylor Shireman in that late third quarter, missing shots, early fourth quarter, missing shots. Whether it was Jordan Walsh, or it was Hugo Gonzalez, or it was Luka Garza, or it was Baylor Shireman, no one was able to hit their open corner threes, and Philly really changed their defense around in the second half. And I got to give a lot of credit to VJ Edgecombe for that, but we're going to get into why Philly's offense thrives so much later. I thought Derek White had an amazing first half. It was awesome to see him come out and assert his dominance offensively after having probably the worst series Derek White's had in the playoffs in a very long time. Derek White came out aggressive. He was getting to the rim. He was playmaking. He was moving within the flow of the offense. 26 points. Now on 26 shots isn't good, but we'll get into the second half for VJ Edgecombe. Jaylen Brown, people are acting like he had a really bad series in this one. I don't think he played a bad series at all. 26, 36, 25, 20, 22, 18, 33. I mean, could these middle games, these losses have been better? Yes. Everyone could have played better for Boston a couple of these middle games to win. But it really upsets me to see a guy like Nemez Queta, who played so consistently for the Boston Celtics all season long, have such a good second half for them too in this one. He gave Boston hope in that second half, specifically when Embiid was off the court. I thought he played great at attacking Drummond. Like, why is he not starting over Luka Garza? I talked about this earlier, and I will continue to talk about the fact that they traded for Nikola Vucevic to be their big, trade deadline acquisition to solidify the center role. For him to be a DMP coach's decision, but yet Luka Garza starting the game with 9 minutes just absolutely blows my mind. I don't understand the thought process there, and I really will not understand it. Peyton Pritchard, I thought he had a very solid game overall. His other stats, I love when Peyton Pritchard records the other stats other than just his three-point shooting. 5 rebounds, 7 assists. You love to see that. Led the Celtics in assists. But hey, let's give a huge round of applause to your Philadelphia 76ers. They came out, they attacked that first starting lineup, and they played really good basketball, right? Tyrese Maxey came out right off the gates, very aggressive, getting to the rim, running the post game for Joel Embiid, running that pick and pops, which, I mean, Joel Embiid is so dominant at those pick and pops. If you double Maxey, Embiid's open for 3. If you take one step the wrong way against Maxey, he's got a free run to the lane, and he's such a great, smooth finisher and gets the ball. Like, his layup package is incredible. If you double Maxey, Embiid will roll to the basket. If you put Embiid in a one-on-one situation, he'll just hit him with a couple jab steps and get into his bag. It's probably the best 1-2 punch right now in basketball that's still around, because I was saying, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are probably the best pick-and-roll duo in basketball. I could continue going with like anyone with Victor Wembanyama. Shea and Chet's pretty good, but I'd probably have to say right now Embiid and Maxey has got to be at the top of that list as long as Embiid's healthy. Cade and Duren, another good one. But for running their six-man lineup, the 76ers, I thought, played so well in this one. I thought their defense in the second half, we got to give so much credit to rookie, third overall pick out of Baylor, VJ Edgecombe. 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. But my favorite thing I heard about VJ was that at halftime, when Derek White was having his great game, he went to his team and said, I'm going to lock up now. I'm sorry, this is my bad. I want to stay on Derek White. I want to be the reason he has a bad second half. Derek White shot 3 of 13 in the second half of this one, including missing a lot of his threes, which was a big difference maker in the second half. But this game was really close. I mean, if we go to the play-by-play, we could go to the fourth quarter here. There was a couple moments where this game was tied in the fourth quarter. I mean, look at 92-88 after Nemez Queta hits an and one. Then Jaylen Brown comes down. Then Jaylen Brown gets fouled. I mean, 92-91 with 8 minutes to go in this game. Boston took the lead. They went up 101, or no, sorry, they went up, I thought they took the lead. Didn't they take the lead at some point? Maybe that was the third quarter. Yeah, it must have just been the third quarter. I was remembering that. But like within a 1-point game, and then Joel Embiid knocks down a three-pointer, you can see missed shot, right? Missed shots. Derek White finally hits a three, 95-94. Then Maxey goes to the free throw line. Then Jaylen Brown matches. Then Embiid gets to the free throw line. Then Derek White misses a three. Then there's a challenge. Derek White misses another three. Jaylen Brown, my biggest takeaway right here, though. Sam Hauser missing a shot. Jaylen Brown missing a 13-foot step-back jumper that he put Tyrese Maxey on the floor for. I mean, he had no one covering him, and he missed a mid-range shot. Just missing. The shots, the players that Boston would have wanted to be taking the shots and just missing. And then as the game went on, Maxey kept getting to the free throw line. 20 seconds to go, free throw line. A minute and 15 to go, gets the driving layup. Fantastic. I mean, just really great overall performance from Tyrese Maxey and the entire 76ers, specifically late in this game. I can't believe Boston choked. I can't believe Tatum was ruled out. 3-1 series comeback forces Philadelphia to now go on to Madison Square Garden tomorrow night and take on the New York Knicks. 7 versus 3 matchup in the Eastern Conference. As Philly trying to stay healthy here with Embiid dealing with knee injuries and kind of everyone else. They're really only running a 6-man rotation at this point. So they really need these 6 guys to be healthy next week or throughout this week. PG, Embiid, Oubre, Maxey, Edgecombe, and Hugh Grimes. They need these guys to stay healthy if they want a chance against New York. But I'm so excited for the matchup. I'm shocked to see Boston get eliminated the first round. Boston was my team to make it out of the East. Now, I didn't really expect Tatum to be out, and I didn't expect Mazzulla to just throw us a random starting 5 out of nowhere in a Game 7. Thought Vucevic was going to have more of an impact, but I will continue saying the fact that they traded Drew Holiday last offseason for Anthony Simons, then traded Anthony Simons and a pick for Nikola Vucevic just to be a DNP coach's decision for Luka Garza to play 9 minutes. If they had Drew Holiday, I bet you they win this game. I bet you Boston wins this game. But Philly is moving on to the second round of the playoffs. First time since the 80s, Philly defeats Boston in a playoff series, and the first time in Boston's history that they blow a 3-1 series lead.